The author I've chosen to highlight in this project is Mo Willems. His most well-known children's book is Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus, but we will get to his books later in the presentation. First, I'd like to talk a little bit about Mo Willems himself. Mo Willems is a 47-year-old American children's author and illustrator from right here in our home state, Des Plaines, Illinois. He has been on the New York Times bestseller list, and he is the recipient of 3 Caldecott Honors, which, if you didn't know, is an award for the most distinguished American picture books. Willems did not start his career in children's books. He began his career as a writer and animator for PBS's Sesame Street, where he earned 6 Emmy Awards for his writing. He has worked for Nickelodeon and the Cartoon Network, so he really has made his niche in children's entertainment over his extensive and impressive career. In 2004, Willems debuted his first children's book, which won a Caldecott Award, Don't Let the Pigeon Drive the Bus. Before I was hired as a teacher, I worked as a nanny for a year after college, and this was my absolute favorite book to read with the 2-year-old little boy I watched over. The pigeon's character is so sarcastically sassy and humorous, and the illustrations are fantastic. We had so much fun bringing this book to life. The Pigeon series also has Don't Let the Pigeon Stay Up Late, The Pigeon Needs a Bath, The Pigeon Wants a Puppy, The Duckling Gets a Cookie, featuring his pesky ducky sidekick, The Pigeon Loves Things That Go, Don't Let the Pigeon Finish This Activity Book, which is an activity book for children, and, my favorite, The Pigeon Finds a Hot Dog. In the midst of writing different pigeon books for the series, Willems tackled Knuffle Bunny, A Cautionary Tale, in 2005. And it too was awarded a Caldecott Honor. The sequel, Knuffle Bunny 2, A Case of Mistaken Identity, earned Mo his 3rd Caldecott Honor in 2008. What I enjoyed about reading the Knuffle Bunny books is that they focus on a little girl and her relationship with her dad, which sometimes can be neglected in children's books. In these books, Willems has connected his writing to his own life by immortalizing his young daughter, Trixie, as a character. In a recent interview, Willems was asked how his daughter felt about being a character in one of his most famous books, and Willems explained, "I suppose I'm naive, but it never occurred to me that I would be saddling my daughter with being both a real kid and a fictional character simultaneously. Luckily, she handles that disconnect as she does most things, with great grace, and is very sweet to young kids excited about meeting the real Trixie." It is clear Willems thinks quite highly of his daughter Trixie, and she seems to have been quite an inspiration to him. In addition to picture books, Mo created the Elephant and Piggy series. This is a series of easy readers with a 1.0 grade level equivalent, which were awarded the Theodor Seuss Geisel Medal in 2008 and 2009 and Geisel Honors from 2011 to 2015. For older readers, he has published an illustrated memoir of his year-long trip around the world in 1990 to 1991, entitled You Can Never Find a Rickshaw When It Monsoons. His books have been translated into over 20 different languages. Mo Willems' website features a bunch of fun interactive games for children that range from learning different animal sounds to memory games. He also has a number of videos and doodles for both kids and parents on his page. Humor is the running thread throughout most of Willems' books, especially in both the Pigeon and Knuffle Bunny series. The characters' voices are hilarious and will leave children and adults laughing out loud. The facial features in the illustrations suggest so many emotions that they are part of the story themselves. There are also meaningful messages in these stories about greed, for example, in The Pigeon Finds a Hot Dog, when the pigeon will not share with Duckling. "May I help you?" the pigeon annoyingly asks Duckling. "Is that a hot dog?" Duckling asks. "Not a hot dog, my hot dog," responds the greedy pigeon. But, in the end, Duckling gets half. Although, in all the pigeon books, the theme of determination is most obvious. Whether or not the pigeon is determined to drive that bus, get a puppy, or stay up past his bedtime, he is always showing that preschool-aged perseverance.
Created using Powtoon.